The Trump administration has been one exercise in projection after another. Hillary was going to get us into wars, but it's actually Trump considering military action over the last 2 years in North Korea, in Iran, in Venezuela, actually taking action in Syria. Hillary was going to end up in prison for all of her crimes, except that it's actually Trump associates ending up in prison, and it's Trump who's under more than 12 or 15, I don't even know the number, investigations at this point. Hillary used private email. Well, half of Trump's staff has been caught using private email at this point. Hillary mishandled classified and secret information, except Trump spilled secrets to a Russian spy recruiter in the Oval Office, secrets that we learned from another ally of ours. And now it continues. Donald Trump has exposed the location and identities of members of Navy SEAL Team 5 on Twitter. You might recall that Donald Trump had never been to visit troops stationed in combat zones. For nearly 2 years of his presidency, this is something that previous presidents did routinely. Trump didn't do it, and we heard from a senior White House official that Trump wasn't doing it merely because he was afraid of getting killed. Which gets us to yesterday. On day 5 of the government shutdown that Trump caused, in the midst of a spiraling presidency, Donald Trump decided to show up in a combat zone. News of the trip was kept sort of quiet to maintain safety in Iraq, which is where Donald Trump went. That's fine. So step one is that Trump asked to take a picture with Lieutenant Commander Q. Lee, who's the chaplain of SEAL Team 5, which reveals that SEAL Team 5, which is a very sensitive military team, was at the Al-Assad Air Base in western Iraq. Not ideal, but okay, this is just the chaplain. We don't know exactly who else is part of this group or anything about it. But then Donald Trump leaves Iraqi airspace and posts a video to Twitter of him and Melania standing for pictures with multiple members of SEAL Team 5. We're supposed to keep the locations of special forces secret. We're supposed to keep the identities of special forces secret. A Department of Defense official said to Newsweek that, quote, even during special ops demonstrations for congressional delegations or for the president or vice president, personnel either have their faces covered or their faces are digitally blurred prior to anything being released to the general public. That didn't happen. Trump has revealed the identities of some of the people that our enemies would most like to target. And even if you disagree with the missions undertaken by our military, and I disagree with many of the missions undertaken by our military, they didn't sign up to have the president tweet unblurred pictures of their faces on the internet. Trump spilling secrets in the Oval Office, using an unsecured iPhone, which we suspect foreign powers have been working to intercept and may have successfully intercepted. And now he exposes the faces, which lead, of course, to their names and the location of SEAL Team 5 members. Any foreign intel agency that has the technological level of development that China has would be able to start backtracking the movements of some of these individuals to figure out, using CCTV and other footage, what have they been up to? Where have these individuals been? Trump is outing some of the most sensitive military operators, and Pat, it's all to make himself feel alpha and big and strong. It's the publishing of sensitive data that's a threat to national security. Legally, he's not liable. Anything the president wants to make public, he can make public, and it's effectively declassified. But this is an entire trip during a government shutdown to get Trump somewhere where he can brag about how great and brave he is, and he exposes high-level military operatives.
Yeah, this should not happen. We need to pass laws to make sure that it doesn't happen, and there should be more safeguards in place. The president shouldn't just be able to take a video and post it directly to his iPhone. I'd like to see more people handle the video first before it goes out to the public. I remember there was much to do about Obama giving up his BlackBerry when he became president-elect back in 08, 09. And I guess he did willingly give the phone up. It sounded as if they were forcing him to, but apparently he could have kept it if he wanted to. Obama sacrificed his BlackBerry knowing that it would be good for the country and safe for the country if he did so. Trump would not ever in a million years consider doing that. You have to force him into it.
And I don't like sanitized social media use by elected officials, but this is an example of why maybe you do need lawyers to manage the social media of the president, because this is an absolute and utter atrocity. Send me your thoughts on Twitter at @dpakman. The show is on Twitter at David Pakman Show. Second to last show of 2018. One of today's sponsors is privacy.com/Pakman, which is a free service that I myself use. Really useful in many different ways. Takes just a few seconds to link your debit card to privacy.com. Then you can create virtual credit cards that are linked directly to your bank account, and you use those virtual credit card numbers to buy things online, which protects your actual debit card so that it's not spread all over the internet. And one of the best things about it is how their mobile app and browser extensions for Chrome and Firefox make it really easy to use. Let's say, for example, that I'm signing up for a David Pakman Show membership. In the credit card number field, I already see the privacy.com icon. I just click it, choose which of my virtual credit cards I want to use, and the credit card number, expiration date, and security code are automatically entered. I can put in any zip code I want, and I'm done. And if you try to use my credit card number that you just saw on the screen, it doesn't matter, because I've already deleted that virtual card, and that's the beauty of privacy.com. There are a ton of advantages to using a free service like this. For example, you can sign up for as many free trials as you want, then just delete the virtual credit card you used and never worry about getting charged for it. It protects you from getting hacked. It protects you when companies are hacked, which happens all the time. It is all completely free. All you have to do is click the link under this video to get started. And for a limited time, they're giving everyone in our audience $5 towards your first purchase when you sign up using that link.